The Zanu PF National Security Department, which has been gripped by fear of losing the 2023 elections, has produced a report citing land barons' links with the party as its possible undoing ahead of polls. The department's report was presented at the conference in Bandura last week. The department is headed by Lovemore Machuk. It said land barons' links to Zanu PF were a serious danger to its electoral campaign at a time when the party was under siege from the ever-scheming opposition and Western countries that it said had revived their regime change machinations. The report accused the MDC alliance of working in cahoots with Western embassies to intensify negative narratives against the ruling party. In a nutshell, the regime change agenda is still much alive, the report read, in part while making reference to the agenda they alleged started last year. Sensing imminent collapse owing to implosion within the MDC alliance party in liaison with other detractors, and with the assistance of some Western embassies intensified the narratives of legitimacy and economic crisis in Zimbabwe, and attempted to occupy the streets of all urban centers through protests to make the country ungovernable and oust the Zanu PF government. It alleged that the idea was to violently remove a constitutionally elected government through illegal means. Zanu PF also said the opposition was taking advantage of the economic crisis bedeviling the country and the legitimacy crisis to hold protests across the country, leading to the removal of the governing party from power. Also cited was the aspect of economic challenges which detractors are terming an economic crisis whose gravity deserved intervention from international players, the report added. The other narrative was that of legitimacy crises, whose focus was for Zanu PF to engage a particular opposition party in order to reach an agreement that would see the conception of a transitional government to take over from the Zanu PF government until the 2023 harmonized elections. This is despite the fact that the Zanu PF government is working with other opposition parties under POLID, the Political Actors Dialogue. Zanu PF is also afraid of failing to reclaim the urban seats, with the report showing that there was suspicion that land barons, who duped people of millions of dollars, were affiliated to the ruling party. The issue of land barons, especially in Harare and other urban centers, has remained a thorny issue. It has remained unresolved to the extent that there are boundary disputes, especially between Harare and Mashonaland East Province, and they have created uncertainty as beneficiaries fear to lose their residential stands gotten from land barons. Land barons have gone scot-free, and this has disheartened the electorate to a greater extent more, so the majority of land barons are alleged to be members of the party. Zanu PF is accused of creating chaos in Harare and using land to canvass for votes. A report by the Land Audit Commission led by Justice Tendai Achina exposed Zanu PF officials for using land to garner support ahead of elections, but nothing has been done to bring the criminals to book. Zanu PF is also fretting over the penetration of the opposition into rural areas. MDC Alliance President Nelson Chamisa is on a countrywide tour of rural areas to woo voters ahead of the 2023 elections.